to my channel. Huda Beauty here, and today is the third and final part of the Huda Beauty Revisited series, and today's where I mix both of the foundations together to see how that color turns out. I'm gonna probably do 2 pumps gingerbread, 1 pump chocolate mousse as a ratio to what I apply on my face. And so this week, not only is that the final part of the series, but this video is the beginning of a soft glam series that I want to do for the week. I'm not going to record a YouTube video for every single look that I do, so definitely make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms. I will leave all that down below. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on IG, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Snapchat. Just follow me so you can keep up. I'm always going to post on IG, and I'm mainly going to have these videos on TikTok and IG. And today's tutorial is for this, and then I might do, I think, 1 or 2 more tutorials for YouTube as well. But it is going to be a soft glam series that I want to do. So it basically speaks for itself. I'm going to be doing soft glam looks, so no bold colors. There's only maybe 2 looks that have color in it. Or like 3. Yeah, there's 3 different looks that I've planned out of the 6 that have more so color, but they're really soft, more neutral colors. It's anything too crazy. And so for the most part, the eyeshadow is not going to be very technical. There's going to be no crease cutting. There's going to be no graphic liner. There's going to be no glitter, like none of that. It's just going to be really soft, muted shadows and eyes. I am going to still incorporate my bottom lashes. That's just become a thing of mine. And my lashes will be big and fluffy. But for the most part, it's going to be focusing on perfected skin, a nice fluffy brow, and like a more softer eye on the shadows and stuff. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my brows. So this is actually going to be an updated brow routine because I haven't recorded how I do my brows as of recently yet. So we're just going to dive right into the tutorial. I am going to speed everything up and voice over. And yes, I hope you guys enjoy. And let's get started. Okay, so starting off with brows, I'm taking the Got To Be Glued gel and I am brushing that through my brow hairs and really getting that through each and every hair with a brow spoolie. Once it has set a little bit and gotten a little bit tacky, I take my finger and press it down to my skin to mold the hair so it's like a smooth, like laminated effect. That's the kind of I'm going for like the laminated fluffy brow look. So we're just making sure that the shape is nice, and then I clean off the excess with a Q-tip and water. Going in with my favorite new brow product, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen. I love how precise this is, and I love the shade. I've used brow pens in the past and like I've never liked them until I've used this, and I was very pleasantly surprised. So I do hair-like brow strokes until I'm satisfied with the shape in the areas where it's more sparse, and I create my desired shape. As you guys can see in this clip, you can see the difference between my filled in brow and then my natural brow, and I love how it looks. So then I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place concealers in 13 and 16, and I'm going to carve underneath my brow just to give it that extra sharpness and clean. I do not conceal the top of my brows at all because I still want it to look fairly natural. So after I do that, I drag down the concealer and I buff it out with a fluffy brush onto my lids. Once that is said and done, I'm trying this new method with my skin. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to color correct first. I'm just going to color correct in the areas that are darkest. And then I'm going to set it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose powder in the shade Banana. After setting it with the powder, then I'm going to spray my face down. I'm just using the Skin Active by Garnier. And once that dries, I'm going to then prime my face with the Fenty Beauty Mattifying Primer. And I'm just patting that into my skin, and then I'm going to go in with the foundations. So I'm going to mix chocolate mousse and gingerbread. I do 2 pumps gingerbread and 1 pump chocolate mousse, and then I'm using the Crayon Cases beauty sponge and pouncing that into my skin. Once that's all said and done, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place concealers again in the shades 13 and 16 and applying that to my T-zone area and under my eyes. And I also let let the concealer get a little bit dry and tackier under my eyes for like more fuller coverage, and then I blend that out. Once I've blended out my concealers and everything, I'm going to go ahead and set my face. And what I'm using to set my face is the same powder that I was using before. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder, again in the shade Banana. And then I further set the rest of my face using my MAC powder in the shade C8. And then on top of that, I use the Mineralized Skin Finish powder in the shade Dark Tan. After dusting away all the powder, I know I use a lot of powder, guys, but there's a method to my madness. I'm going to go in and contour with the Crayon Cases Contoursition Notebook in the shade Bobby to sculpt out my face. And then I overlap my bronzer on the same areas on my forehead and cheeks minus my jaw with the Absolute New York Dark Bronzer. For blush, I'm wearing MAC's Sweetest Cocoa, my favorite blush. And then for highlighter, I'm using like the littlest amount of the Nika K New York Sandstone highlighter. I spray down my face again and then dry it down. Going in with my eyes, I'm going to take the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 5. And for shadow today, I'm going to be using the Crayon Cases matte book, and I'm going to be using the neutral rose. So I'm taking the first tan shade and just like a lighter beige shade. I'm going to mix those two together, and I'm going to apply that all over my lids, and then I'm going to buff it out using my face powder into my crease to have like a seamless transition. And then I'm going to take that dark brown shadow, and I'm going to create like a smoky liner on my top lash line and on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the P. Louise base again, and I'm going to apply it to my waterline and set it with the same first caramel tan shadow in the palette for my lower lash line. For my lashes, I'm just going to dot where I want my bottom lashes to be, and you guys will see in the next clip. And then I'm going to apply my favorite lashes from Goddess Beauty. It's one of my favorites, and it's in the style Sassy. So I apply that, and here you see I'm dotting where my bottom lashes are going to go. So while those are trying to get tacky, I'm going to apply my Sassy lashes, and then I'm going to apply my bottom lashes. For my lips, I'm going to be taking Hotline pencil from Peaches Makeup and then Browser pencil from the Crayon Case. My lipstick is going to be Morphe Boo Matte Lipstick, and my lip gloss is going to be So Extra from Be Perfect Cosmetics with a touch of clear. My final thoughts of this series is I like both of them. I actually like gingerbread better in terms of color, but I still like chocolate mousse as well. It is a little bit darker, but it can go on. I know that if I had a tan, chocolate mousse would match me, and now as is, gingerbread is good, just the undertones. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be keeping both, and I'm going to be mixing them, but predominantly using gingerbread. As you guys can see from the pictures of all three now tries of using gingerbread, then chocolate mousse, and now mixing the two together, there's only slight differences. Like when you look at the picture, you have to really have the eye to see it, but an average person's gonna look at me and be like, well, you look the same. Like, you look the same. So overall, I still like the foundation. Huda Beauty's Full Filter Foundation is still one of my top tier foundations, so I definitely would recommend you guys give it a try if you haven't already. Like I said, I look for full coverage, flawless looking foundations, and that is what it's giving me. I hope you guys liked this series. I hope you guys liked this tutorial, and I hope you guys follow me on my other social media so you can see all the other soft glam looks that I come up with. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you are new to my channel, then definitely please subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, loves.